Hey, my friends, how are you? It is day 22946. For me, it's Monday. It's the setup, but it's late. We just finished dinner. It's probably about, I don't know, 20:30 or something like that. And I letting the dog do his thing. And I thought I'd come out here and say a few words to you since I didn't do a setup yesterday and I meant to get to it today, but you saw my list. Unfortunately, that was at the bottom of the list, although it was on the top of the list. It was priority wise, not the top priority of the day. It was domestic today. I did a lot of domestic engineering, also known as housework. And I'm finally getting to have a little bit of cannabis and relax because I'm pretty much going to go to bed after this. All right. So, excuse me a second. I talk a lot about planning out the week and getting things done and having enough time to get all your goals met and stuff like that. But sometimes that all goes out the window. It goes to shit. So that's kind of what happened today. This is not a bad thing. And I'm experienced. I'm old enough. I'm experienced enough to know that, um, sometimes you got to fly by the seat of your pants. Sometimes you just have to do things on the go. Sometimes you have to think on your feet. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Have you ever had a thing like that where, although you'd like to have things planned, you didn't get a chance to get it planned? So this is what it is, and you're just going with it. And that's pretty much what my day was today. Kind of got the feeling that's going to be the tone, if you will, for the week. Fly by the seat of your pants week. Maybe. But that's the theme of tonight's little last minute update. I will post this before midnight, so it's still the beginning of the week. When you see it, well, that's completely up to you, isn't it? Thank you again for subscribing. I see those numbers going up. I guess the stuff I'm doing with vidIQ is helping me out. I suppose maybe I'm hitting on topics that are a little bit better. What am I going to call this episode? Don't shoot anything until you have the title and your thumbnail. And to me, that's like ass backwards from what I've learned about making entertainment. I don't start with the title. I write a screenplay. I don't go, it's called Raiders of the Lost Stark, and then it's going to have this that happens, and then it's going to have. That's just not the way it goes for me. Not that I ever did anything as grandiose as Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't think I don't think I could write a movie like that. I don't think I really want to. I might write something kind of like that, but it would be, out of left field, and it would be not nearly as Hollywood as that is. And it was a lot of fun. I ate a lot of popcorn for that movie. Well, y'all, it's getting late. I really do need to go rest. I've got a doctor's appointment down in Auburn tomorrow morning. It's a 45-minute drive and an 8:15 appointment, so I'll be rolling out of here early. I've got a video conference at 3:30. So fuck, tomorrow is going to be another just jam-packed day. I think I'm talking to you right now because I'm lonely. I feel lonely, even though my mom and my wife are here all day. So I think sometimes that's what I get out of these little sesh things that we do, these little videos that I make. Um, it helps me feel like I'm talking to someone, and I am. It's you, isn't it? Because I know you're watching, and I really appreciate, even if it's just a handful, even if it's just 170, whatever, 74, I think, was how many subscribers I've got now. And I really feel your eyes upon me, your ears listening to me, and I want to reciprocate in some way. Please feel free. Write me a letter, make me a video, and you know, I won't air it or anything like that, but or put it on your YouTube, make it private, and then share the link. I think that's the one. Or private is just you, unlisted. You can share the link, so you make it an unlisted video and you share the link with just the person that you want to see it. My I have a really good friend who lives in Florida, and that's the way she and I have been communicating for years. And actually, I owe her a video. Maybe that's why I'm making this right now, because I haven't made one for her, and she's been on my mind. She voted. Have you voted yet for my not that election? Who cares about that, right? That's just freedom and fascism. Who cares about that? No. What should I call the channel? Um, I had a couple of votes, and I don't want to be, do a spoiler thing here. So you can find the poll on my channel here, or you can just leave me a comment, or whatever you want to do. But here's that commercial that I made. A gust of wind came along and blew my papers all so very wrong. But at least the wind is not called Helene or Milton or something like that, right? So you guys can help me cheat? Can you help me cheat a little? I started the video first. I don't have a thumbnail and I don't have a title for the video, so I'm going to think of a title right now that somehow is relevant to this video. And and I talk a lot about your book about you. That was one of the things that's on my list here that I just reviewed the contract. That's all I did on that today. I didn't do anything else, and I don't have the energy to do it now. So I often talk about, the Your Book About You project that I'm working on. So I would want to make a video about that. And I've been, tossing about the idea of doing sort of like a, behind the scenes creative process, how I get my ideas or how I put my ideas into whatever. And so maybe that would be so misleading to call it that, but maybe I can call this how to find ideas for your YouTube videos. And so that's the idea that I'm giving you tonight. Make an unlisted video, just you talking to whoever you want to talk to, presumably, or please let it be me. Make me a video and tell me about yourself, or tell me what you think about the channel, or better yet, I don't want to hear about me. I want to hear about you. What are you getting out of this, out of what I talk about? What's resonating with you? What are you feeling? Because that's all that I'm talking about, is what I think, what I feel, what I observe, what's going on, what's not going on, And it would be majorly groovy if you want to share something with me. I won't share it with anybody else. I can't, because you're sharing it. You still have it on your platform, or you're part of the platform, or whatever. It's on your device. All I'd be able to do is look at it. And I would look at it and listen and respond. And if you're comfortable, I'd respond right here. If you're not comfortable, I'd make you an unlisted video too. Okay, so that's what it is. How to find an idea to make your video about. That's what this title is. And I really appreciate you waiting until the end of the video for me to make that promise true. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm making a video tonight. I'm just shooting from the hip, but I'm also kind of thinking about what's the next step? What's the next note I'm going to play? Dig? Okay. So I'll just tell you guys real simply, again, thank you. Take care of yourselves. Be safe out there. And keep your dauber up.